Come with me. There's no time to explain. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another very professional movie review. My name is Caden. I am a very professional movie reviewer, and today we're talking about Man of Steel. Man of Steel is a 2013 film directed by Zack Snyder, starring a decent little cast with Amy Adams, Henry Cavill, Michael Shannon, Russell Crowe. Decent little Lawrence Fishburne, good old Larry Fishburne's in this movie. So we got a few notable actors, and it is known as mainly the start of the DC Comics extended universe that was started in 2013 and recently was killed off unceremoniously like Old Yeller, just taken out back and shot in the fucking head because of its box office failures, its storytelling failures, and not being really able to live up to the hype and the love of the MCU, which it was so very much attempting to capitalize off the success of, just with DC characters. And after watching this movie, you kind of understand why, because you compare this to the original Iron Man, which started the MCU, which is a genuinely very good movie. And then you watch this and you kind of realize, you're like, oh, I understand it. I understand why this one didn't take off as much. Obviously, it all comes with the follow-up being awful as well. But man, this movie is a bit rough. Let's start with the good. Zack Snyder knows how to direct action. And some of these sequences, these action sequences are great. The CGI, the sound. It's a very creative movie in terms of its just not just its action, but its general fantastical set pieces, like the little all the little pebbles rising up around Superman as he's about to fly is great. I love it. I very much enjoy the score as well. Hans Zimmer is obviously one of the best composers of all time. He does an incredible job. While it might not be as good as the original John Williams score from the first Superman movie, I do still very much love it. He does a very good job, but not one of his best, but still, not one of Hans Zimmer's best scores is still a damn good film score. It's about as much as I could ask for this movie. He definitely tries, you can tell. And again, the some of the cinematography is very good, but mainly it's just for the action, because, dude, you feel these hits. These super-powered hits from these Kryptonians, when they punch shit or throw something around, and the camera zooms with it, it's perfect, because you feel the weight of, you almost feel like a normal human watching these monsters just move so fast. It almost looks uncanny, but it's perfect, and I love it. Yeah, that's about it. Let's get into the bad. This is a very rough story. You can tell Zack really just didn't want to go with... He very much sci-fi'd it up, but didn't want to go with a more interesting take on Superman. So in the way of Superman representing hope and good and justice and love and peace, he just kind of loses that. He very, very much loses that by making him a lot more... I know the term that's thrown around is edgy. He's not quite edgy. He's not fucking Batman. But he's very much emotionally unavailable Superman. I don't understand it. I legit don't understand what the plan was here. I guess just to make it a little bit more realistic and grounded, which is, I guess, okay. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad direction to go. But for Superman, it's not. And they absolutely destroyed Jonathan Kent's character as well, by making him so unsympathetic. He's the guy who teaches Superman how to be human, and he's also I get it, he doesn't want him to use his powers, and that's just kind of consistent through him, but to the point of being yeah, you shouldn't have saved a bus full of drowning children, of your drowning classmates, you shouldn't have done that. Maybe you should have just let them all die. It's fucking crazy. And somehow, some way, they made his death more stupid than in the original, because I said in the original, when he dies of a heart attack, you could put a fucking Windows down sound effect to it, the fucking Windows shutdown sound effect as he falls over, because it's so out of nowhere and out of place. And I still don't like the first 45 minutes of that movie, and that's part of that just really bad 45 minutes. But this one, it's the stupid ass what is that? What is that? What was the point of that? Like, why does he die? Why does he die? I don't understand. He didn't need, like, it's just a... And it's not even just that scene. I know that's the funny scene everyone points out, but, like, there's a lot of bad scenes in this. There's a lot of stupid moments. Henry Cavill, I love the guy, and I wish he was actually given a chance, because he does a great job as Geralt in The Witcher, but the writers don't want to work with him. This feels like another situation, but he almost feels like he's not trying. Like, that's one of the big things about it. The acting in this movie feels like nobody is trying, except for one man. And that's Michael Shannon as Zod. I love Michael Shannon so much. He absolutely kills this shit. The fucking "I will find him" is great. And his monologue at the end before their big fight, just like, is the first moment through the entire movie where I really felt something. I was like, yeah, fucking, I felt something when he was doing that. Russell Crowe also does a decent job, I'll say. But, like, Amy Adams, just kind of static. Lawrence Fishburne, like, just genuinely doesn't seem like he wants to be there. And I told my partner this, I feel like this movie would have been better if it were a sequel. Like, if I would have been able to connect to these characters more in an original movie, and then you follow through with the sequel that is this, where everybody's life's in peril, and it's terrible, and everything's dangerous, maybe it would have worked a little better. But the pacing, the writing, the acting, the editing's not that good. I think the only part of the editing I'm okay with is, like, the choices of where to put the flashbacks are fine. But yeah, no, I do not love this movie. I don't really even like this movie at all. It tries, and it has its moments, and I think that the attempt is good. And I don't dislike Zack Snyder. This is not a thing. I love Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think that's one of the better superhero movies of the 2020s so far. I think he did a really good job with that movie. But what he does in that movie is writes interesting characters, character arcs, relationships that there just isn't in this movie. At the end of the day, this movie is just kind of mediocre. And I hope that the Superman movie that I'm going to watch soon, and I'll be putting my review up for tomorrow on Friday, July 11th, will be better. But as is, Man of Steel gets a 3 out of 7 from me. What do you guys think about it? Whether you like Zack Snyderverse, if you don't like it, tell me what you think of Man of Steel, or just Snyderverse, or DCEU in general, before we get to this beginning of James Gunn DCU. And with that, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.